Welcome to another episode from Zach Maglin Collectibles, where we rip everything baseball, basketball, and football, and other notable collectibles. So today, finally, the day has come where we'll be ripping and reviewing TOPPS Series Update. Will we get any bangers? Stay tuned. Welcome back, YouTube. Thank you for joining us here once again. And as mentioned, the day has finally arrived where our 2025 TOPPS Series update has finally arrived. It's actually late in the evening. It arrived pretty late today, and I'm filming this right now and should drop this early tomorrow morning. So I say that it's finally arrived because if you've been keeping tabs on TOPPS Series update, I believe it was supposed to have been released sometime last month in mid to late October. But as you know, we are in the middle of November and it just launched, I want to say middle of last week, but it took us a while to get this box and we finally have it. So I was not able to get it on a pre-order date. It was available, I think, until the afternoon, and I just got a little lazy, and I tried to wait till I got home, and they were selling at that time for $90. So they did a slight increase on actual release day, which is when I purchased this on TOPPS' website, and I believe I paid $94.99 or $95. So let's see what we get. Hopefully we get some bangers. To be honest with you, I haven't seen any videos on this, but we are guaranteed one relic or auto. So hopefully we get the auto. And hopefully it's someone noteworthy, okay? Because you get 20 packs, 12 cards per pack. Because in the past, we've been getting autos, but we haven't been getting anyone that's of notable means, okay? So hopefully we don't get a who is he kind of moment today. But we do it for the fun. For $95 in a hobby box, that's not too bad, okay? You know, most hobby boxes, especially when they come from Panini, they're going for well over $200 to $300. That'd be the cheapest that you'd find it. So it's a breath of fresh air to have it where it's under $100. And however, I can't say the same about TOPPS Chrome update, where the patch autos, the one-of-one rookie debut autos come into play. So I believe those were like almost $200 for a hobby box, and jumbos were definitely double that. All right, so you can see that we are going to have a special pack here at the end, hobby exclusive. Usually with TOPPS, that's reserved for like a mojo pack. But let's find out what we get, and let's get to ripping. All right, we're going to go right over here. This was in the top left corner of the box. Usually I'll find the autos to come in around that time, which is sort of ruins everything. All right, we can see some shine, which would be pretty cool, which means it's a chrome card. All right, so let's see what we got here. All right, so we got a lot of base. We'll separate our rookies from our non-rookies. If there's anyone notable that I miss, or if there's like a mirror variation or anything like that, let me know, okay? It's been the eagle eyes of our supporters or subscribers that has helped bail us out in the past. All right, let's see. It looks like this is going to be, is it here? It is a backwards card. It is a foil of Kristen Campbell. Not too bad. Rookie foil of Christian Campbell. Christian Campbell. All right, and so these are when the rookies would be coming out, okay? So if we get a notable rookie, we will sleeve it up. Let me know as well if you notice anything that is noteworthy. All right, that is pack number 1. Decent start. On to pack number 2. So baseball season is over. The awards have been given out, and Shohei has won his 4th MVP. I don't know if I mentioned that in a previous video. And Aaron Judge won. So we have back-to-back MVP winners and back-to-back, oh, not back-to-back. We got a back-to-back Cy Young Award winner in school ball, okay? All right. So we would take a Roki Sasaki here, right? I don't know if we even have any Drake Baldwin cards, so we take one of the, here's a nice Ellie De La Cruz. Ooh, look at that. That's a cool looking card with the X and gold all over it. Not numbered, but sweet looking card. Okay. Maybe our luck has changed a little bit. Sleeving that one up. Ellie De La Cruz. On the gold right there. Sweet card, not numbered. All right, on to the next. So we are going to ask you, of course, so keep your eye on what you think is the best hit in the boxes. Definitely, we are going to ask you to tell us that, okay? So just keep your eyes out on any bangers. Even though that is a cool looking Ellie De La Cruz card, I'll tell you that much. All right, this one, okay, so we're getting something in each card. We get a Shohei, an All-Star Game Shohei. There you go. So we're sleeving up something in every pack, it looks like, which is cool. Shohei Ohtani. All right. It's nice to see hits for a change, right? Or at least cards that are noteworthy. All right, on to the next one. Here we go. All right, there's Christian Campbell on the base. So you've seen the rookies. There's a Drake Baldwin, our first Drake Baldwin card. We got a Nick Kurtz, but it was on a holiday card. So we want to get a base at Nick Kurtz if we can. I don't think we pulled any of him in Bowman Chrome. All right, here we go. We're going to flip this over, and it is a Chandler Simpson. Nice card. I don't know if I'm going to sleeve that up or display it. I'll definitely sleeve it up, but we won't display it for now. All right, so here we go. Last pack of that quadrant, top left. We got our Shohei there. We got a nice Ellie De La Cruz. Cool looking cards thus far. All right, here we go. There's our Roki Sasaki. It even has a rookie debut. So we will sleeve that up and put that aside. We do collect our Japanese Dodger players because they are studs, all right? The ones the Dodgers get are studs usually. All right, so we're going to have a backwards card. And ooh, who is this? It is a nice card of Jacob Wilson. There you go. These cards are looking fire right there. There you go. Jacob Wilson. Sleeving it up. So I haven't run into any blasters or value boxes of this. I said, you know what? I'm going to reserve everything for Chrome. And if I do catch it, I wouldn't mind opening it up. But I'm not gonna go heavy onto the retail portion of this. I'm waiting for Chrome, which I definitely will go heavy on. All right, hold on. I'm gonna sleeve up the Roki. Okay, I won't post them up, but I'll definitely sleeve it up. All right, so there you go. Pretty good first side of the box. Let's go on to the next side. Maybe the auto will come out here. Hopefully an auto. And not a relic unless it is a patch auto. Okay. All right. There is... I thought it was Nick Kurtz. It's not. All right. It's a lefty, but it's not. And so we're going to get... Looks like we get a backwards card in each pack, which is cool. Okay. So that means you're going to get something that's supposed to be notable. All right. This one is Chase Dollander. And this is a... Oh, I thought it was numbered, but it's not. Chase Dollander in the 35th anniversary. And Alan Rodin. Didn't see him play in the World Series, okay? All right. On to the next one. So free agency has started, but no major moves have been made. I believe Josh Naylor re-signed with, or plans on re-signing with the Mariners. So we will see. Kyle Tucker is probably the biggest free agent. I know the Dodgers are favored to get him. The Dodgers seem to be favored to get everyone, but they're not going to get everyone. All right, here we go. We have a nice card here. Is this the numbered one? Gerald Thielo. It's not numbered. It is numbered. There it is. I thought it was numbered. 331 out of 2025. That's a 2025 card. This one was backwards, and it is a Jeremy Pena All-Star game. And we have Justin Turner, who I believe announced his retirement. Former Dodger. I think he's going to retire now. He should retire as a Dodger. All right. Pretty good thus far, guys. Thank you for sticking with us. Hopefully, we'll be rewarded with a banger at some point. Not that these are bad. Okay. Evan Longoria. Not Evan Longoria. Evan Phillips. And who will we get? Walker Buehler, Red Sox. There's a nice Shohei. Nod and smile. We have a Yogi Berra. There, look at that. Look at that old school Yogi Berra card. Out of respect, we'll sleeve up Yogi. All right. And there's that one. Okay. So almost there. On this side at least. When you're hitting pretty good cards, you don't want it to end, okay? When it's horrible, you want it to keep going so that you'll get to possibly something that will reward you in the end. But you're usually on a slower roll. There's a Nick Kurtz. This is our first Nick Kurtz card. It's a base, but we'll take it. We'll sleeve it up. All right. And just like we sleeved up the Roki, right? Beantown. Ooh, there is our auto. Ooh, there you go. That is a nice auto. Hello. Bang. Drake Baldwin. Top certified auto of Drake Baldwin. It's a sticker, but hey, Rookie of the Year. Bang. We will take that. It's about freaking time, okay, that we got someone meaningful. I say that because usually our recent rips have led to people like Ben Shepherd, all right? Not bad players, but definitely not the guys you're looking for. And we finally got someone, and that is Drake Baldwin. Okay, can we get a... Where are our sleeves here? Okay. All right, let's get that going. All right, Drake Baldwin. All right, bang. Here's that one there. It is about time. Rookie auto. What should I do with that, guys? Should I sell it? Should I flip it? Should I grade it? Tell me in the chat, what should I do with that? Drake Baldwin. All right, excellent. There you go. Let's put him front and center. Hello, Tops. Thank you. All right, and that was in the right side of the box. I'm just mentioning because you got your own hobby box, you want to figure out where the auto might be, or let's say you are buying a hobby pack, right? You got to know where to go ahead and pick from. So, you know, based on this box, it was on the right side, and it was towards the second to the last pack. All right, here's this duel, right? This duel that if you can't beat them, join them. And they were with the Devil Rays. and lost in 2020, and they joined the Dodgers, and now are world champions. And Glasnow is world champion 2 times over now. All right, here we go. And we have a Aaron Judge. We will take that. And a Garrett Crochet. There you go. Bang. I'm liking this box for like 94, 95 bucks. I mean, geez, we spent like 50 bucks on a box from Costco and got barely anything there. So definitely getting our money's worth, in my opinion. It's good to actually see people that you pull that you actually recognize, right? And I haven't even got to the Mojo pack yet. There you go. All right. On to the bottom left. Let's see if we have any more magic that can be replicated. You know what would beat all of this is we get a case hit. I wouldn't be surprised if we got something like that today. There we go. We have another Roki. All right, we'll sleeve up again at some point. Matthew Lugo. All right. Ooh, something just dropped. Don't worry, it's not anyone of notable importance. Here is this duo. So we got 2 cards back to back that we need to flip. We have a Julio Rodriguez on these All-Star Game cards. And we have a Dalen Lyle. Okay, so I thought it was James Wood for a sec, but it is Dalen Lyle and Cam Smith on the rookie debut. So I guess you could say that these cards, at least for Roki, right? At least for Topps flagship, I know Bowman has released cards of Roki. No, he did. I'm sorry, he did have a rookie card in Topps Series 2, I believe, right? So yeah, my mistake. I was about to say that this is his first, rookie card from the flagship Topps, but it's not. All right, here we go. Christian Campbell again. Been getting a lot of him, different variations of him. And all right, here we go. We're going to flip this one over. It is Max Muncy, not the Max Muncy we know, not our LA Dodger Max Muncy, but is a Max Muncy rookie card. Okay. And some of these cards are a little dinged up, okay, which means like this Max Muncy, you can see dinged corner. I'm going to have to report that to Topps. They're pretty good at responding rather quickly. So I mentioned that because I did file a report for some cards. I forget from, what was that from? I think a basketball product that had some dinged up or miscut kind of edges, and they were quick to respond. So we're going to do that again for any cards that are not in the best shape here. All right, here we go. And some of these we've gotten already, but it's cool to get a nice card in each pack. Except this. I got to say, this is the first time we had a card that we didn't flip over. Okay. So, yeah. No flipping over there. Okay. Moving right along. We're loving the rip thus far, guys. I don't know if that Ellie is anything special. It looks special. Okay. All right, here we go. Spencer Schrellenbach. All right, so we're flipping over 2 guys here. We are flipping Robbie Ray, and we have a Bleacher Reachers of Albert Pujols, and there's a base Max Muncy. Bleachers Reachers. All right, we will sleeve that up. Just put that there for now. All right. Last one of the bottom left corner of this hobby box. Whenever we get a hobby box, we try to help you guys out by telling you where certain things are found, okay? So that, like I said, you can choose wisely if you're buying hobby packs, or if you want your own slow roll, where to expect certain hits to come from. All right, we got a back-to-back Chase Collender. 2 cards there, different variations. We are going to flip this one over. It is of Derek Hill. Not familiar with Derek Hill. And there you go. So, all right, so that one's done. So we're down to these final 5 plus our, I don't know if that's a Mojo pack, silver pack, if you want to call that, waiting in the wings. I apologize, I haven't seen any videos, so I can't really tell you what to expect. And honestly, I don't know if we're sitting on a case hit or, you know, if with the Ellie, I just keep thinking something special about that card, or if there are any, or what are the case hits to look for if not, okay? Matt Shaw, and we are going to flip something over, and it is a Big Sean. Comerica Park, okay? So I guess when they have these first pitch cards, these are somewhat rare. I remember getting this last year, but I want to say it was in the Celebrations box where they had these first pitch cards. So, but I think only 1 pack thus far have we ripped there. We didn't have to flip a card over. Usually flipping a card over means it's something significant, even though in our opinion, it may not always be. There's a Dylan Cruz who just didn't live up to the bill, at least thus far. You see like another Jackson Holiday. James Wood was another guy that started off really hot and then just fell off. Okay. And looks like nothing to flip over here. Yep. Nothing to flip over here. Okay. So that's 2 packs where we had nothing to flip over. Got 3 packs left. Thank you for sticking with us. Hopefully you're enjoying our rip as much as I am to see what's coming out of these boxes here. Brandon Fisher. We're going to flip something over. Dustin May no longer with the Dodgers. Okay, here we go. So we're flipping 2 cards over. Matt Boyd. So this All-Star Game foil. I'm not familiar with Matt Boyd. Marcelo Mayer. I think I've heard of him. He might be someone decent. I'm going to sleeve him up. All right. If I got something to sleeve him up with, I'm going to probably not then. Okay. All right. So we're coming down the home stretch. 2 more packs. All right, here we go. And a lot of rookies. And nothing to flip over here. Okay, so we have a 1 pack left, as well as the Mojo pack. But before we get to that, we want to thank you once again for joining us. And to reward you guys for your patience, we have our monthly giveaways. As we come towards the second half of this month, we want to remind you that we're giving away the following products. We're giving away this Series 1 Fat Pack with Aaron Judge. We're giving away this Cooper Flag LED hanger box from TOPPS Series 1 TOPPS Flagship Basketball, as well as a Fat Pack from TOPPS Basketball as well. As well, we're going to be giving away a mystery tin, where if you win that one, you get to get a mystery tin filled with some packs, as well as players from your favorite team, or even some of cards of your favorite player. But in addition, I just posted this this evening, guys, which is we have our 1K subscriber giveaway. So every time we hit a milestone, and as you know, 1,000 subscribers is a major milestone, we have a major giveaway, usually done through a live stream. And this time, probably our most generous haul that we're going to be giving away. And that is, we're giving away the following products. We are giving away one of each sport. We're giving a mega box, a football one. This is valued, I believe, at $60, okay? This one here is about $30 or $40. This is TOPPS Series 1 mega box celebration, okay? And this one right over here is a hanger, not a hanger, but a value box from TOPPS NBA basketball. So we're giving all three. So if you win, you get all three. All right. This is well over worth, I should say it's well over worth $100 in value, total value. So good luck with that. If you're interested, there is special instructions. So look at the post. All right, because subscribers are the only ones that get to see the post. So if you're not subscribed, that's the first thing you got to do. Look at the post and you will see what the different instructions are needed. And there's a special video that it'll link you to where you need to answer the questions that have been posted. Okay, so on top of that, if you choose not to go for that 1K subscriber giveaway, like I said, we're giving away these other products. And simply to qualify for this video, simply you have to be subscribed. You have to like this video, watch it till the end, which we're almost at. You have to share this video with others. And finally, you have to comment by answering our questions. And our questions are, what is the best hit in this box? So we're going to change that up a little bit because obviously many of you are going to say it's the Drake Baldwin auto, okay? At least that's my opinion. I'm going to ask you to pick something else aside from the Drake Baldwin auto. It could be something that we haven't pulled quite yet here. All right, or something you already see or something not even sleeved up, okay? So that is one of the questions you need to answer. What is the best hit from this box? But as well, you need to answer the next question, okay? So the next question is going to be in regards to baseball, all right? So who is, all right, or I guess I should say, who is the team to beat? All right, aside from the Dodgers, we've mentioned. Oh, you know what? Let's not ask that question. We've asked that question already in a similar fashion. All right, so who do you think? All right, because Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani have both won the MVP. If anyone is to dethrone either one next year, who would that be? Okay, so pick someone different from the American League as well as someone different from the National League. And that'll be our second question. All right. So, for example, instead of Shohei, you think next year it's Kyle Schwarber. All right. In the American League, instead of Aaron Judge, you're thinking it's someone like who else was good? Vlad Guerrero. All right. So that'll give you something a little bit different. We don't want to ask the same question about who's gonna compete with the Dodgers because we know the answer is absolutely no one, okay? All right, here we go. So let's continue on with our rip. We got Christian Campbell again. I was thinking that we got something nice there. Looks like we're going to get a mystical, okay? All right, so looks like there's a Drake Baldwin on the base. Marcelo Mayer on the base. And second. All right, here we go. We're going to flip it. It is a mystical. Ooh, it's a nice mystical. It's got sparkles all over, okay? I don't think this is a basic one. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think it's as shiny as this, but I could be wrong. It is of one James Wood, okay? Hold on a second. All right, let's do this. I run out of sleeves here, so I'm going to have to use one of these ones. James Wood. He was the front runner. I know I've called it out before where I thought he was going to win. He was a front runner to win Rookie of the Year. And unfortunately, he tailed off so badly that he wasn't even in consideration. All right, so there you have it. All right, so now, I don't know if we saw this one here. Before we recap everything, we have one last pack to open up. It is our Update Series Hobby Exclusive. There's 4 cards in here. Usually it's been like a Mojo kind of refractor card. Let's see if that holds suit again. It'd be nice if we got a auto or something, or like a low-numbered card, right? Okay, let's see. So we got a buffer here. All right, so we have Pedro Martinez. So they are Mojo cards, okay? We have a Pedro Martinez, Mojo. We have a Thomas Harrington. All right, these are chrome finish, okay? It's a rookie. We have a Noah Cameron. And finally, this one looks a little special. It is a Willie Mays. That's why. Okay, not numbered, unless I missed anything here. All right, there you have it. Let's see. All right, quick recap, okay? Since you've stuck with us thus far, hey, just stick with us for a few more moments. Okay, so these are some of the other cards that we did not display, but found them to be of value, hopefully. All right, Max Muncy dinged up a little bit there. Got some rookies. We got two of his base rookies. We got a Nick Kurtz. We got a Yogi Berra. There's a Shohei. This is a numbered card. And there you go. And there you go. And of course, the best hit was we got a meaningful auto, Rookie of the Year, Drake Baldwin. And I really like this Ellie De La Cruz card, okay? So, I don't know. I'm going to look this up. And if it's a banger, then I'm going to be rewarded with that, okay? It is, what does this say? But nice card. All right, so thank you for joining us. We are glad that Topps Series Update is here. We're not quite sure if we're going to open up any blasters, but we may, as we wait for Topps Chrome Update to come out. We definitely are heavy invested in that. And don't look now. The pre-order release, if you missed it, if you're seeing this on the day that I've dropped this video, today is also the day where Topps Chrome basketball comes out. And that's something definitely we're looking forward to as well. All right, so thank you for watching. Thank you for your continued support. Take care until the next video.